Guess who's back? Welcome back to Unto Re, a New Me, episode 2 of Brave V. And as always, we must start by honoring our ancestors. So today, August 2nd in 1900, North Carolina voters overwhelmingly approve amendment to disenfranchise African Americans as part of a statewide campaign to intimidate black registered voters. We still see this going on today, and I know my folks out there in North Carolina is registering and voting because we're not having it. Still today, we still not having it. How am I feeling? I'm feeling brave, y'all. I am. I don't know if it's the Black August energy, like I don't know what it is, but I'm really feeling like fuck it all. Like it really doesn't matter what anybody else has to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to listen, and, I appreciate you using your voice and expressing your opinion, but nothing anybody else has to say should really dictate how I feel and how I'm moving. And I'm super excited to finally get to a place. Like, as a Leo, like, we low-key need or high-key need validation, or we look for it at least. And the reality is, the validation that I seek is within myself. As long as I'm cool with what I got going on, nothing else matters. Like, nothing else. And yes, I can take in new things and change how I feel and change my beliefs. That's a real thing. That's called growth. And with that, yes, I'm going to listen to what people have to say. I'm going to do my research, all that. But in the end, I have the ultimate decision. And I'm telling y'all that y'all got the ultimate decision. Daily self-care goals today. I did everything but my hour of Spanish, and I don't know why it's so hard for me to get my Spanish in, but I'm hoping that by moving to Homestead, I'm gonna really get back immersed in it, back surrounded by it, and hopefully by the time I leave here, matter of fact, by the time I leave here, I'm gonna be fluent. So get at me. Send me some Spanish messages. Do the voice messages because I can write very well, but that conversation, that's where it be. But I have high hopes for myself, and like I said, anything I believe I can achieve, and I believe that by the time I leave here, I'm gonna be speaking Spanish. For self-care questions for today, I have, what are some things that make me smile? And I asked myself this question today because my goal for this month is to really focus on remaining positive. Like, regardless of what's going on, no matter what I'm faced with, no matter what's coming my way, my goal is to remain positive. So I'm thinking, like, what makes me smile? What are those things that, regardless of what's going on, like, I'm gonna smile, I'm gonna feel good, I'm gonna look past whatever is going on, and I'm gonna see the positivity. And the next question I have is really connected to that, because it is, how can I tell when I'm moving from positive to negative feelings and mindset? And this question is really important for me because I have been like flowing in and out of like feeling great and then feeling like I don't want to move, I don't want to do anything. So when I start feeling like I don't want to move, I don't want to do anything, what are those triggers, or what are those things that are going on in my mind? What are those thoughts that are coming across that are stopping me from moving forward, stopping me from being great? Like, I can start the morning off excellent, but by the time I get to 2 o'clock, I'm like, sheesh, it's still 6 hours or 9 hours on the school during the school year left of work. Like, come on, like, I don't want to do nothing else. And like, what am I fighting? What am I pushing up against that's making me change from positive to negative thoughts? And one thing I noticed today around work is feeling like I'm not qualified enough, or I don't know enough to actually follow through with it and for it to be excellent, you know. And I always want to put out great work. Like I always want to give my best. And when I don't feel prepared for something, then it's really like my heart is not in it. And when my heart is not in it, that's when those negative feelings start. That's when the negative mindset takes over, and it's just like, okay, I can just sleep the rest of the day. I could just not do nothing the rest of the day. It'll be all right. Like, everything's gonna be okay. I'll just throw something together at the last minute and it'll be fine. And I start to procrastinate, and being able to acknowledge that, being able to recognize like, oh shit, maybe you should do some more preparation so that you can feel prepared for this and you won't be feeling like crap. That is going to help me remain positive. It's going to give me actionable things that I can do to make sure that I remain positive and that I am prepared for whatever it is that I want to do. So, y'all know I talk with spirit. And today I got inspire, courage, and truth. So, we got inspired yesterday, so it's coming back. It's a part of the message. It's a part of the mission, inspire. And what stood out to me from the message today was your natural awareness of self and others may lead you to catch those parts of your community that bring joy and healing to your own life. And I think this is so real because I feel like in honoring myself recently, I've met such amazing people and like such real, genuine folks that I vibe with. And it is helping me build my community outside of my community. Like, I was super sad about being alone for my birthday, and not really just being alone because, again, I am trying to be more in solitude and be more by myself. But it's not being with my family and not being able to carry on those traditions of going out to eat, hanging out, you know what I'm saying, and just chilling and hanging, or not being able to be with my homegirls and just honoring our growth. But like with the different things that I've been doing, the different things that I've been involved in lately, I've met such amazing people, and I have the opportunity to not be alone and to commune with people who are on the same track and have the same mindset as me. Like, you are not out here alone, y'all. It goes back to what I was talking about yesterday. Reach out to these people. Like, if you think somebody is on the same wavelength as you, is aligned with you, and you want to get to know them better, reach out. Like a picture, comment. You know what I'm saying? Engage with them. Like, it's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with meeting new people. That's what the whole internet was created for, I'm hoping. I know the truth, but we ain't gonna go there. The next card was courage. And what stood out to me from courage was, know that you are covered in the unconditional love of your ancestors. Love yourself and see divinity in everything that you are. And this stood out to me today because as I was doing the cards, I was thinking about my ancestors, my grandma Erlene, my grandma Jackie, and my auntie. And I was thinking about how I didn't honor their presence when I was with them, and just ask them more questions and be curious and get to know them better and get to learn their lessons and gain their wisdom. Like, I was just like, as a child, why didn't I just pay more attention, But, it is what it is. And I was asking myself, like, what are they thinking about me right now? Like, what do they think when they are looking up or down from wherever they are? And how do they feel? And I got, know that you are covered in the unconditional love of your ancestors. Love yourself and see divinity in everything that you are. That's a direct message. That's a direct, we see you, girl, you doing your thing, keep handling your business, know that you are divine, and we here with you. Like, that's all I need. Like, that's all I need. The last message was truth. And what stood out to me from truth was, at times you may lose yourself in trying to understand truth. And this stood out to me today because all I saw today on my timelines, plural, was Beyonce. And it wasn't just about Black is King, but about how Black is King can be damaging. And I myself put something about this immediately after watching it. But the reality is that we have to walk in our own truths. Okay? So for me, Black is King was beautiful. Within the first minute I was crying, and I cried throughout the whole thing. And a reoccurring thought in my mind via outside of all of the love and the beauty of the imagery was Beyonce got money. Beyonce got bread, like mad bread, okay? And there's people out here that's homeless and starving. Like, capitalism is real, and she's a part of it. We all are a part of it. You know what I'm saying? We all are complicit until we try to burn it down. Like, that's the reality. So we have to speak our truths, and we have to understand our truths for ourselves. For me, yes, it was beautiful, but yes, it was also damaging. There are many articles out already, because we're amazing people and we critically think, about how praising colonial Africa and how using the money in the way that she does is damaging. And nobody is perfect. Nobody is 100% excellent. Like, I'm so sorry. We are human. Like, it is what it is, and we have to come to that understanding, and we have to take that truth as it is. You know what I'm saying? We just have to understand it. It is what it's the truth. We might not like it, but it will set us free. Understanding that Beyonce's work was excellent and also damaging, that will set us free, literally. Like, literally. But we are going to end with that, because I know I'm making people mad, and I am open to talking about this in the comments. What I won't take is disrespect, but I am always open to conversation. The quote that I want to end with today is from, one second. It's by this beautiful author. Now I'm gonna show y'all this beautiful book, Birth of a Sunflower. I'm not even gonna read nothing from this book for y'all, because this is some stuff you got to do by yourself. You need to get this book, get the book, and read it by yourself. This ain't no book. That ain't no book club book. Okay, that is not no book club book. The one I want to read the quote from is this one, which is Momentum, a Shadow Work Guide and Journal. And they both are by Quinn Barber. I got these books. Let me tell you about service. I ordered the books. She messaged me on Instagram, replying to my comment, telling me that my package was shipped. Within 2 days, I got it, and I started reading it immediately because Spirit told me to. And child, okay? I just want you to get it. But I'm going to read you this one quote from it that's really showing me that, like, this is exactly what I need in this moment. I am completely aligned, and everything is going to work out in my favor. It says, we can create new mental images, new words, and new ways of thinking if we begin to act as if we are already flowing within them. That's August. That's what my whole August is dedicated to. A new me, new mental images, new words, and new ways of thinking. I read that and I was like, I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed. All right. Y'all know I always end with a poem. My own. So, this is New Growth. I am not the same. I am darker now, with a little more bounce, courtesy of the Florida sun. I am stronger, forever holding on like my spirit in the fight for freedom. I am loose, no longer forged together like many fighters for human dignity. And no matter how much you retwist me, I will eventually poof with pride, for I am made with melanin, coursing through my body like the trauma that flows through generations, forcing the drop at my shoulders, but never failing to produce new growth. Love y'all. Stay safe and wear your mask.